We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for an. Trevor Bauer gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Here now is Rafael Devers, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, and he's just off the league lead in the batting race. He's in the top 5 in that category, but he is out in front in home runs and ribbies, so we'll see if he can make a push for the Triple Crown.
Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high, gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, so he creeps ever closer to triple digits, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead. So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez.
The designated
as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Martinez.
There's a strike with the breaking ball.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Hard hit ball to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And he will creep ever closer to that record, as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything else. This is national news right here. This is all anybody's talking about. When you start getting into these numbers, almost 2 months, and you're challenging Joe DiMaggio and the 56-game hit streak, it's all anybody should be talking about.
And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2. Martinez aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Batting fifth.
Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Behind 0-2 now. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Here comes the first pitch. Christian Vasquez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. The next 0-2. Line towards center field. Winker's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. Coming to the plate now, Joey Votto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Winker.
In now, Jesse Winker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 33 home runs, and an RBI count right at the century mark, 100. 1-1 the count. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here it comes. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, and it's fouled away. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Popped him up. Dahlbeck near the first base bag makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All set for the start of the inning, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate.
The second baseman, Michael.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Chavis, just 24 years of age. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Dahlbeck.
Now to the plate, Bobby Dahlbeck. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday. In there, no balls and a strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Jared Kelenic. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Line drive to center field. Winker will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go. At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
And that's out number one.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number two.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Irvin.
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Reds are down in order. They trail here 4-0. Now batting, Rafael Devers, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Devers.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, J.D. Martinez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. A dive, but it's off his glove.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
At the plate now, Jonathan Arauz, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. There's a fastball on the inner 3rd taken for a strike.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Verdugo has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Pulled toward right center field. Winker is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, the center fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Jackie Bradley Jr. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Taken, but called a strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone! Three-run home run down the line in right, so his remarkable season continues as this lead swells to 7-0. Wade Miley is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Christian Vasquez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. 3 runs already home here. High and deep down the left field line, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Line towards center field. Winker is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Reds digging in now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Behind 0-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 9th, the catcher.
Standing in, Kurt Casale. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in, Joey Votto. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. In his career, Votto is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Change up and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Joey Votto becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd.
Winker.
So now to the plate, Jesse Winker. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fouled away. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at 3rd, but he gets by the glove down the line. And to score, the runner from second.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. He thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Called strike 0-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Bobby Dahlbeck comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the upper deck and gone. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this is now a 7-run ball game. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. How about D-Roll? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American Small Park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right, and that is off the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there. Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Line drive base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Designated hitter.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Here's J.D. Martinez as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. He's done it. J.D. Martinez is the new single-season home run king. One of the greatest records in baseball history has been toppled by one of the best offensive seasons anyone will ever see.
Oh, man, and you have to wonder what is going through his head right now. No matter what happens the rest of his career, he's going to be immortalized for what he's accomplished this year. It's hard to say much else. Sometimes you just have to soak up the moment.
Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
So that's their 12th hit of the ball game so far. And although this isn't a stat that's referred to all that often, we'll take a look at the season-long total for hits by a team. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Alex Verdugo is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 35 now on the season, as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. At the plate, Christian Vasquez. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. Digging in to try it again, Michael Chavis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. The final damage here, 10. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Hit high and deep to left field. Left fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Gone!
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit hard down the left field line. But this will be foul. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Phillip Ervin is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Arauz has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in, the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He reached on a single in his first try. In there for strike 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. The Red Sox lead. Robert Stevenson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Bobby Dahlbeck is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 2nd of the game as the blowout continues. Into the box now, Jared Kelenic, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Strike 2. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. Rafael Devers the next to bat as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he takes strike 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty V. How about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American Small Park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Jonathan Arauz. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ground ball right side. Moustakas is there, and there are 2 away now. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So, welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Hops this one up. Chavis into shallow center. He's there and records the first out. Ready now for Cincinnati. Kurt Casale 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Behind 0-2 now. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, you could tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto, fouled off. No hits to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds, and they remain well behind. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Called strike, 0-2. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now the pitch. Hopped up. Moustakas over to his right. 1 down. Standing in, Bobby Dahlbeck. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. No balls and a strike to count. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Standing in now, Jared Kelenic, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Irvin is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. 2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that brings up the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers. He's set, and the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He pulls this one into right. Irvin is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Jesse Winker.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more is at the knees and called strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Nick Castellanos now,
as he sends it on the ground to first.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and that's the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
2 strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Down in order, and as you can see, they are way behind. 7th inning ready to roll, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit hard on the ground to third, and he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Jonathan Araújo's at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Alex Verdugo is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he turns on this one, and he yanks it foul and back out of play. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And it's gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. Irvin is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. One man is out in the Red Sox 7th. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now in the box, Michael Chavis, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball called for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Pedro Strop comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Bobby Dahlbeck, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the end. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Austin Bryce is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Bryce is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Verdugo will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Freddie Galvis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he lays off there 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. The count now at 2-1. To 2-2 now. A fastball, foul tip, but it sticks in the glove. No throw to first necessary, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jared Kelenic. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Taken but called a strike. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
It can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Rafael Devers stands in as he looks at a called strike. The 0-1 on its way. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
This is pulled into right. Irvin is there, 2 down. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And no problems over there for Votto as that'll end. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Aristides Aquino. Colton Brewer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
2 strikes.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Verdugo waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning. In is Joey Votto now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Reds are down in order, and as you can see... So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jonathan Arauz. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch pulled toward right center field. Irvin moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Alex Verdugo. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First offering on its way, and now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down, but this is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues. So here now is Jackie Bradley as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And it's fouled away. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Well, this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. So striding forward now, Christian Vasquez, attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Cut fastball taken for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Left side. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So digging in, Jesse Winker starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Marcus Walden, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. He's set. Here it comes. Chopper to short. Scooped up, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily. In now for the Reds, Mike Moustakas. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch. Fouled away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Mike Moustakas goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. At the plate now, Phillip Ervin. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Fouled off. 2 down, runners at first and second. The Reds down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
In there, 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Batting second, the third baseman,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Right there for strike 1. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. In there, strike 2. Gray has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Fielded by Votto, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's been on an amazing run here, as we've mentioned, looking to push the hitting streak to 45 here.
Yeah, we're getting into crazy numbers here, Matt. You start getting past 30 games and the whole league starts to take notice. And he's done it in a variety of different ways. He hasn't just beaten you with the single. He's driven balls into the gap and even added a yard to help his team win some ball games during this stretch.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive. And he will creep ever closer to that record, as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything else. This is national news right here. This is all anybody's talking about. When you start getting into these numbers, almost 2 months, and you're challenging Joe DiMaggio and the 56-game hit streak, it's all anybody should be talking about.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Grounded to short. Galvis has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So striding in, Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, the center fielder.
No balls and a strike to count.
Jankowski.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Eovaldi has compiled more than 180 innings of work and has allowed just over 1 run per 9 innings, an ERA in the low 1s. Got him to go down swinging there. Travis Jankowski is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first.
Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. 2 gone.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Nick.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Reds turned away first time through. We'll go on to the second in Cincinnati. Still scoreless on the show. Striding in, Alex Verdugo, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate, 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So here now is Jackie Bradley. First pitch of the at-bat.
No and one.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. Unbelievably, his 80th of the season. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Batting 7.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Red Sox on top in the early going, 1-0 as we play the second. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 8. The second
settling in now, number 36. He takes his first trip to the plate here, fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there, hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
Behind 0-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in.
Andrew Benintendi.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Jankowski is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3. Stepping up to the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
0-2, the count to Suarez. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Jesse Winker comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The average coming in 257, 33 home runs, and 101 RBIs. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
To the plate now, Mike Moustakas. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail in this one 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Strike 2. Looking at his career totals, Devers has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Ready with the 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
As a look, now the pitch. Alex Verdugo will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 38th home run of the season for him. As the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Here's Jackie Bradley now.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Wade Miley is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box now, Kevin Plawecki, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it, so Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
3 runs already home here. Here's another one that's drilled, this one to left. A ball that's carrying, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
At the plate, Jonathan Arauz standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now. Plawecki at second with 2 down. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Red Sox on top, 6. Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Oh, got him!
The catcher.
And I'm going to tell you, that is an incredible play. Here comes the first pitch. Tucker Barnhart stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for 2nd in the AL in that category. Freddie Galvis is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. For the current campaign, Galvis is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Taken in by Votto. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting.
So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. And he takes strike two.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going to whole calendar week with getting at least one base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Line towards center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
The batter, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. From the belt, kicks and deals. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
So now to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The first baseman, number 19.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit sharply on the ground, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Nick Castellanos now 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him. Reds are down and ordered. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. So coming to the plate, Kevin Plawecki. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Line drive to left. Winker is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
The batter.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Jonathan Arauz comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Grounder down the line at third. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Into the box, Josh Ockamy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. 8 runs on 13 hits and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. In the air to straightaway right. Aquino will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. And there's a cool milestone for him on the mound. Career punch-out number 1,000.
You know, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but he's joining an elite group of pitchers, smaller than you might think. Only about 500 pitchers in the history of the game have recorded 1,000 strikeouts in their career, so he's got to feel pretty good about that.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Mike Moustakas is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2000. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Still 8-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew Benintendi. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Here now is Rafael Devers. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Heading after it is Jankowski. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Up next for the
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Strike two up in the zone.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Red Sox. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Aristides Aquino. First offering on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
In now, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Barnhart, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Bogarts has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 3.
Ready for another chance? Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
On the run is Benintendi.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Reds are down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes. 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Into the box, Alex Verdugo. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Lucas Sims enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Hit in the air to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Striding into the box, Kevin Plawecki hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
No balls and 1 strike. fastball called for strike 2.
0-2.
Hit on the ground to third. And that is through into left field, a base hit. The throw to the plate, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Jonathan Arauz is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Comes set, now the pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Sent on the ground out to second. Mustakas has it on to second for the force out, and the side. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up Travis Jankowski next.
The center fielder,
Jeffrey Springs gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Number 59.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it. 0-1 count. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bradley moving in. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that's taken for strike 1. Springs, the former Ranger, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're looking up at a 9-0. Digging in once again, Josh Ockamy. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Josh Ockamy.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead got even wider. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Roll? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, 3rd baseman.
Ready once again, Rafael Devers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Behind 0-2 now. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. And there's out number 2.
The batter.
Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there, strike one.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Called strike 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Comes set with the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Smoke toward third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. The Red Sox. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez.
For the Reds, the third base
starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ryan Brazier is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit it and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Eugenio Suarez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Jesse Winker is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. And he misses there. 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And it's fouled away. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Fouled away. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. Reds are down and ordered. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. All set to start the 9th in this one. And digging in is the outfielder, Alex Verdugo.
Number 99.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. High in the air out to center field. Jankowski's there for it. He's got it one away. Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. In there at the knees. 0-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Now at the plate, Kevin Plawecki. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Fastball in there for a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Ready now, Aristides Aquino starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Matt Barnes, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and whip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Tucker Barnhart is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Tucker Barnhart goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. To the plate now, Freddie Galvis. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. Fouled off. The Reds down to their last strike. And a fly ball, and this should do it.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, you know what's amazing? A combined no-hitter is even more rare than a complete game no-hitter. So it's not something you see every day or every year for that matter. And that's what you call a total team effort.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top.